Recording sound this time. I forget to record sound like on like half my metagame minutes.
3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I am one half of the Brothers Murph, and this is Metagame Minute. Metagame Minute is a weekly segment where Mike or I talk about anything we want to talk about in the gaming world. And today, we're kind of continuing my thought process towards our marathon of gaming that we're doing. And today, we're going to talk about average game length. So if you don't know what we're talking about, Mike and I are going to be trying to play all of our games. It's going to be like 205, 210, somewhere in there, games. We're going to try and play them all in 1 week. 7 days. We have from Monday until Sunday at midnight. We got that amount of time to try and play all of them. We think it's going to be easy, personally. Everyone else thinks we can't do it. So shame on you for not believing in us. But nonetheless, it's going to be a ridiculous feat that we're going to try and do. We're going to try and play all of our games. And so there's been a lot of stuff where we've been trying to figure out certain things about our games. Like, hey, what's like player counts? Like, how long is setup gonna take? How long is takedown gonna take? How long did this? There's so much with this kind of an idea. There's actually, whether or not you succeed comes down to planning, and I'm not guaranteeing that we're gonna succeed, but if we do succeed, it is going to be because Mike and I have done a lot of planning and prep, and some of that planning has been like trying to figure out what's the average game length of our games, and then what is the average game length that we can get them down to during the marathon. So, and what I mean by that is during the marathon, we are going to be playing games much faster than usual. We're not going to be like going, we're not going to be going at the most breakneck speed because frankly, we cannot keep that up for an entire week. We're probably going to be playing like at least 12 hours of gaming a day. We can't keep that pace up for 12 hours for 7 days straight. It's just not possible. We're not going to be able to do it. So we have to find that good cruising speed. So we've been trying to do that recently. Also, when we're playing, we are going to be playing, but we have some rules. We have to play correctly. I mean, if we get some rules wrong, it's, you know, what are we gonna do in the moment? But it's like we have to play correctly. We can't throw games, which means we can't be like 2 turns in, like, here's all my points, bye, and just like run. We have to actually try to win, but we don't have to try very hard. And we don't have to play smart. We just have to play correctly. So it's like one of those things where like, we're not gonna be thinking about our turns. We're just gonna be going. So what's the average length of our games? But then what's the average length of our games when we're playing like that? When we're playing faster than normal, trying to play quickly, not really thinking about what we're doing, not thinking about our turns, just trying to play the game more or less as fast as possible at a speed that we can keep up over the span of an entire week. And that's kind of an interesting thing. Now, the kind of games that Mike and I really like, our sweet spot for games, I would say is about an hour to an hour and a half is our favorite kind of games. And we kind of like medium to medium heavy games. Those are our favorite kind of games. But as we looked at our shelves, we were like, you know what? We got a lot of games that are just straight up like medium weight, and we have a lot of family weight games. And so we're like, that's gonna be nice because it's gonna drive the average down. And so we surmise that our average game length is probably like an hour, maybe less, honestly. We have a lot of games that are pretty quick, and we don't have that many games that are that long. So what is the average for the games when we're playing quickly? What is going to be the average when we're playing in the marathon? Well, we want our average to be around 30 minutes, and we actually think that's possible. We've actually done a lot of tests, and we're constantly testing more and more stuff throughout this whole week because we're starting next week. And I honestly think that because we have a lot of filler games as well, we have a lot of quick games like roll and rise, or just small stuff, and a lot of the games we really, really enjoy tend to be around the 30, 45 minute mark, just as a normal game. It's really gonna drive down those longer ones. And we do think the average when we're playing very quickly is probably gonna be around 30 minutes, which is actually really, really good because we're playing 7 days of gaming. We need to average about 30 games a day. If they're all 30 minutes, that's doable. It's not easy, but it's doable. That's if they're 30-minute games, we play 2 games an hour, that's 15 hours. Again, that's long. We hope it's shorter than that, but that's a feasible thing that we could technically do. So as I've said, we've done some tests and we've kind of played games and we've timed how long they've taken. We've done a lot of these on our streams. And so we'll go over kind of some of the ones that we've tested out. Silver and gold here, we played in 3 minutes. This is a small roll and write, but that's still pretty darn fast for that. We played cacao here in like 6.5 minutes. Again, Phil Walker Harding family weight game, but that's really fast. When we were playing this one, we were probably playing a little quicker than we actually would in real life, but 6 minutes. We played Abyss in I think 17 and a half minutes. This game is generally considered like a 45-minute game. Now granted, there's no expansions or anything like that, but 17 minutes for Abyss, and that's including setup. And I'm recording this after our stream on Monday for Gen Con, and we just played Coal Baron right now in 21 minutes and 33 seconds. Coal Baron, which is generally considered like a 45-minute game. Maybe a little bit more with 4 players, maybe a tiny bit less, but like 21 minutes for a game that's generally considered like a medium weight game. That kind of stuff has actually given us a lot of confidence in this because we're like, dang, if we're playing these kind of like medium weight 45-minute games and we're playing them in 20 minutes, that's great. If we can get our average down to like 20 minutes, breeze, this is gonna be easy. And we think it's gonna be easy. It probably isn't. It's probably gonna be a nightmare. Nonetheless, let us know down in the comments what the average length of game for you is. Like, look at your collection, be like, what's my sweet spot? What's my sweet spot for games? And then if you're playing breakneck speed, how quickly do you think you can play one of them? Let us know, because I'm curious. It's an interesting experiment, trust us. But nonetheless, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for being here. Put those down in the comments below. I wanna know what your kind of average game length is. And please check out the marathon. It should be coming out. The video for the marathon is going to be coming out on December 9th. So starting next week, 6 days from when this releases is when we're actually be doing the marathon. And then the video will come out a couple days after that. And until next time, whether your average game length is 5 minutes, which is totally fine, you're a real gamer, or it's 3 hours. Oh, that sounds terrible. But nonetheless, you're also a real gamer and I love it. Remember, the more meta, the more better. Thank you so much for watching that video. If you want to check out last Metagame Minute, check out this video right there. And we're in the middle of our top 100 right now too. So if you want to check out the first installment of our top 100, check out that video down there. Make sure to subscribe. You know what to do. We love you.